Well, I am done with my work day, and I wanted to talk about accountability. Ooh, got him. Okay, wanted to talk about accountability because it's the number one most important thing for getting anything done. And whether you're an entrepreneur, a spiritpreneur, in the Spiritpreneur portal, welcome. Whether you're any kind of preneur or just somebody who gives a shit about their work, or the personal growth journey that you're on, that is a big ant. Accountability is going to be something that you give a fuck about. And I don't think we take it seriously enough that accountability, it's chasing me, it's literally chasing me. Being chased by an ant. What a life. Accountability is not something that we kind of add to the things that we need. We talk about things like discipline. We talk about things like, having a team. We talk about things like perseverance. And while, yes, we need all of those things, accountability is, I think, the one that is going to make everything else possible. Without a team, you don't have anybody to be accountable to. Without accountability, you don't have, without accountability, you really can't show up to your work with discipline. You just kind of show up when you want to. Without accountability, you don't persevere when things go wrong because you don't take stock of, I think this is what accountability is too, is taking stock of your wins and losses. And perseverance is the owning of your losses while also taking pride in and having gratitude for your wins, because those are the things that drive you and those are the things that create momentum for the forward movement that you want in your business, in your personal growth, in your anything. And accountability for me, I realized today, feels bad. And, well, I didn't realize this today, but I realized something about why it feels bad. And I've heard a lot of people say that accountability feels bad. I just had somebody in the kind of spiritual circle that I'm part of, the space that I'm in, say accountability's a bitch. And we're talking about how, in the context of showing up to the community accountably together and holding each other accountable to the showing up. What feels worse than the bad habits that you know that you keep doing is all of the good habits that you know you are not doing. And that's what accountability is. Accountability is becoming aware of the good habits that you want to create and being held to the fire of the flames that you've started. It is having to acknowledge where you have fallen short on all of the good things. And when you know how good they could be and you have centered yourself on a vision for exactly how great it could be if you really showed up to the thing, then of course the accountability after not showing up to the thing and doing it, get it done, or getting it done fully, feels pretty bad. feels, I believe, way worse. And let me know in the comments if you agree. Knowing that you haven't fully and completely shown up to the good habits that you want to create and the good things that you want to do feels worse than knowing that you have been showing up for the bad things, the bad habits that are already there, that have already been created. And it's probably just because of change. Change and transition are so hard to do as my body physically transitions and changes to a different position. Change and transition are incredibly hard for people. We are not meant to be moving at the pace that this life kind of enforces. And as two planes fly overhead, one very closely and one much further away, we're not meant to be traveling that fast. We're not meant to be doing things that fast. We're not meant to be living life at a pace that we cannot physically, energetically, emotionally handle. And yet that's what we're doing all the time. So during this video right now, I want you to just give yourself credit for that. Like, acknowledge that you've been going at a pace that is unnatural, and the expectation outside of you is that you will be able to keep up with it. So what you feel that you need to be held accountable to is keeping up. In reality, what you really need to be held accountable to are all of the things that make you feel good. And there's so much that comes along with that. There's so much shame built around pleasure. There's so much guilt built around choosing to do the things that you want to do and that feel good for you over doing the things that other people expect you to do or that you feel obligated to do, but you really want to give a big fat sacred no to. If you want to know more about your sacred no and how to find that in your body and to feel that, and in what kinds of situations you might experience your sacred no and kind of things to look out for there, I've already created a video on that. So just go and check it out. It's very powerful. I've already had several people tell me, like, I can't believe you were reading my mind. I can't believe you knew that I was about to go to my, one of my parents' milestone birthdays in another state, and as soon as I booked the flight, my body started to shut down. So go and check that out if you are not aware of what a sacred no is, or you have trouble finding your no in your body. But being attuned to the things that feel good for you and holding yourself accountable to them, or having other people hold you accountable to them, brings up more than just the have you done it or not done it. It brings up a whole lot more than that, which is why people hate accountability, because it forces them to really look at themselves and pay attention to all of the other layers of pain that are surrounding the super selfish acts that we would love to participate in and we would love to engage in for ourselves and create our worlds around. Accountability hurts so good. because it makes us come back to the good things that we desire, the good feeling things that we desire, in a way that self-awareness is kind of painful. It means going in to yourself and paying attention to what's going on, and then detaching from it and realizing, oh, here's how I'm harming myself, here's how I have been harmed, here's who harmed me and when I was harmed, and now let me come back in and address it. Self-awareness. It's a beautiful thing, but it is a part of the trauma healing process. And that is why, again, like, not many people want to be self-aware. Not many people want to be held accountable, because those two things really force us to face our guilt, our shame. It's the same reason that white men don't want to be held accountable, because there is so much that they are guilty of that if we were to hold them accountable to everything all at once, they would just explode. So, yeah, it's something that hurts, and, you know, there's always an and if you want to live the life that you desire, if you are into spiritual growth, personal development, being a preneur of any kind who is designing the life that you want, then probably what you need are both self-awareness and accountability. Without accountability, you'll never get there. You'll always be aware of the life that you desire. But without accountability, you'll never make it there, because you'll never follow through on the goals that you set. You'll never make it to all of your resolutions and respect those resolutions as things that are essential to your greatest pleasure in this life. It can be such an incredible pleasure to create the life that you desire, and not just to create it and cultivate it, because those are the things that take work and take a lot of faith, but to see it unfold before your eyes. That's the good stuff. That's the good part that makes accountability worthwhile. That makes accountability something that you absolutely need if you are going to succeed at pulling in to your life all of the pleasurable actions, behaviors, beliefs, relationships, situations, opportunities, everything that could bring you pleasure, that could feel good for you. They are on the other side of being accountable over and over and over again. I would love to know what you think about this. I would love to know how you feel about this, my spiritpreneurs, my spiritual growth bebés. I know it can be a lot, but that's why I'm here. I want to keep talking about these things. Another plane. Traveling, you're going too fast. You're going too fast. That's not natural. We don't go that fast. I want to be here for your personal growth as I continue to hit milestones in mine, and I want all of these revelations and the recognition of these milestones to be stepping stones for you. And that's why I would love your feedback. I would love for you to like and comment. I would love for you to subscribe. I would love for you to be a part of this just as much as I am sharing every part of this with you all, because doing it alone, it's not worth doing, is it? Might feel kind of bootstrappy, kind of, that rugged independence, but oh, the perfectionism though, the perfectionism of it all. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. The toxic patriarchy of it all. The capitalism of it all. Me for me and mine. Don't love that. Don't love that for you. Don't love that for me. Don't love that for us. So join me on this journey. And let's keep going. Let's hold each other to the fires that we've started so that we can feel their warmth and not be afraid of getting burned. Let's keep building them up together and keep an eye on each other's flames so they don't go out. I love you so much. Thank you for joining me on this journey. You're deserving of all the love you desire. And if you would like any resources, check the caption. I've got the Vibrant Coven on Patreon, where there are tons and tons of resources, including a mentorship with me. So if you want to work closer with me, it's right there for the taking. Have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day.